Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing, Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Polk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America. You get in a ballpark, and it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
People will come. There come caresses they can't even fathom. Not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door, as innocent as children, longing for the past. Sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baseline. Back when they were children, cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they'd dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick that I've brushed them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. Been erased like a blackboard. Rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field, this game, it's a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good. That could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
We're all told at some point in time we can no longer play the children's game. We just don't know when that's going to be. Some of us are told at 18, some of us are told at 40. But we're all told.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Braves coming. If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff. I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick! All of Ohio loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate. Please remain standing. We call your attention to our bands here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball!
Brooklyn, 1846. In our sundown perambulations of late, through the outer parts of Brooklyn, we have observed several parties of youngsters playing base, a certain game of ball. Let us go forth a while and get better air in our lungs. Let us leave our close rooms. The game of ball is glorious.
It is played everywhere. In parks and playgrounds and prison yards, in back alleys and farmers' fields, by small boys and old men, raw amateurs and millionaire professionals. It is a leisurely game that demands blinding speed. The only game in which the defense has the ball. It follows the season, the fond expectancy of springtime and ending with the hard facts of autumn.
Because we've been playing it fundamentally the same way for so long, the way that we can find the benchmarks that cross generations and cross decades is to be able to use these statistics as if they were labels. They aren't numbers. 300 hitter is not a number. The 300 hitter is a tag that means something today, as it did in 1930, as it did in 1890. I can make that comparison with my father, who could have made it with his father, that common language.
It's our game, America's game.
We'd spit tobacco juice on a spike wound, rub dirt in it, and get out there and play.
Baseball's a gentleman's sport. Sportsmanship spoke from the heart of America.
It is a haunted game in which every player is measured against the ghosts of all who have gone before. Most of all, it is about time and timelessness, speed and grace, failure and loss, imperishable hope and coming home.
Somebody sat down and said, hey, it ought to be 90 feet. If it were 88 feet, the game would be very different. Think of the double plays. If it were 94 feet, batting averages would drop remarkably. 90 feet, that was a pick from heaven.
This is a reminder. Disorderly conduct will not be tolerated.
Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
Baseball serves the same purpose as a revolution in Central America or a thunderstorm on a hot day. A tonic, an exercise. So long as it remains our national game, America will abide no monarchy, and anarchy will be too slow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flash in the sky was visible within a radius of several hundred miles, and the noise of the impact was heard as far north as Chicago, Illinois. We have dispatched a special mobile unit to the scene, and we'll have our commentator give you a word picture of the scene as soon as he can reach there.
Reports observing several explosions occurring at regular intervals and moving toward the Earth with enormous velocity, like a jet of blue flame shot from a gun.
Crosley Service estimated that 32 million people were listening in on radios.
Quietly, and we will control all that you see and hear. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to
the BCR, your home for the classic call, radio baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another ball game. Yes, sir. Why, we'll send you the play-by-play. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball, no more measles, and free tickets to the circus.
Although edited.
Welcome in, y'all. As soon as they bring the 3D in, we will bring it to you. Hope you're having a great afternoon. Ready for a double dip here in Braves country. The first pitch on the way, lefty-righty matchup is right there, first strike. It's 0-1. I think it's starting to load. The 0-1. Turts and kicks. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. There we go. We'll get that screen straightened up for you. The 0-2 count. Yes, sir. It is baseball time in Fenway, and the pitch outside wide, 1-2. We'll get to the lineups, and the Red Sox are wearing their home whites, Red Sox across the chest in red, outlined in navy ball cap, and the red B is the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Jake Bennett's off and running, and there's one away. Red B outlined in white, representing the city of Boston, and the great Boston Red Sox franchise since 1901. Baltimore Orioles wearing their road grays top to bottom. Lefty-righty matchup. Bennett quickly back to work. First pitch swing and fouled off by Pete Alonso. It's 0-1. Baltimore across the chest in orange, outlined in black on gray jerseys. Black ball cap is the 0-1 count. Swing, rolls it on the ground over short. And that'll be a quick out number 2, 6-3 if you're scoring at home. Short to first, 2 down. The bird on the cap, representing the Baltimore Orioles. We've been in Baltimore since 1954. Prior to that, the St. Louis Browns from 02 to 53. They were the Milwaukee Brewers, a non-MLB team from 1894 to 1901 before they went to the American League as the Browns. First pitch right there to Gunnar Henderson. Right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Lefty-lefty matchup as we try to even this up. Infield back into the right. The pitch on the way, swing. Chopper on the ground. And that's going to be looks like he's going to beat it out. And one aboard. See what happened here. The view they showed was not great. Bennett was just slow to get to the ball. And Henderson, with his speed, beat it out. So it will be an infield single for Henderson. We started off with Taylor Ward and Alonso, followed by Henderson. Tyler O'Neill coming to the plate. He'll be followed by Mayo, Taveras, Encarnacion, Holiday, and Huff. Lefty, righty, first pitch. Squares it upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. Felix Neon is on the call today behind the plate. I've not seen Felix before. Austin Jones at first. Jordan Baker manning second, and down the third baseline, Stu Sherwater. Bennett works very quickly. The 0-1 pitch, swing, pop-up. High in the sky in right center field. Who wants it? Raphael, a little bit of difficulty, but he will make the grab for out number 3. F8 in your scorecard, and the Red Sox send the Orioles packing. Wind is starting to whip out quite a bit here. More on that when we return here on the BCR Radio Network.
So my girl got mad at me because last night I went to a single mom fundraiser.
No, you went to a strip club.
Listen, baby.
Which state has the most Irish population in the USA? 7th place, Illinois. About 1.4 million people report Irish ancestry. 6th place, California. Roughly 1.5 million residents identify as Irish. 5th place, Ohio. Around 1.6 million people report Irish ancestry. This is common in Cleveland, Columbus, and Cincinnati. 4th place, Pennsylvania. Nearly 1.9 million residents identify as Irish. Strong concentrations appear in Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. 3rd place, Florida. More than 2.3 million people report Irish ancestry. 2nd place, Massachusetts. About 3 million residents identify as Irish. The state with the largest Irish population has over 5 million residents reporting Irish ancestry. That's New York.
Sometime in the late 30s or early 40s, Red Barber did his first game on television, which was in its infancy, like only 1 or 2 camera angles or whatever. And when other broadcasters asked him what it was like, Red in that southern drawl said, "I'm not number 1 anymore. I'm number 2. That camera's number 1. And his protege, Vin Scully, put it this way: on radio, I got a bucket of paint, a canvas, and a brush, and I paint the entire picture. On television, I put a caption or a story beneath the picture. That's the difference. They're both crafts, but they're not the same craft.
No. And I think it's helped if you start in radio, you learn that craft, and then if you get to television and that's what you want to do, then you better learn to pull back because, to your point, it's a different skill level.
I was interviewing Ray Charles once, and he said to me, "You know who I'd like to meet?" And I'm thinking, "You're Ray Charles. You can meet anybody you want." He says, "Vin Scully." To me, the picture's nothing. It's all the sound.
If I was skinny and mentally stable, it would be over for all you hosts. Y'all are lucky I'm squishy and nuts.
Welcome back. Dean Kramer on the bump for the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch on the way with his high socks. Right there, first strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and kicks. Swing. Lifted into center field, and that's down for a base hit. So it's a leadoff single for the Boston Red Sox. Get the game going. Rafaela coming to the plate. Rafi. Righty-righty matchup. Infield back into the left. First pitch on the way. Misses out of the zone. It's 1-0. Baltimore was plus 101 on the money line. Boston minus 109 this morning. The over-under was 9.5. The 1-0 swung on. Fouled away over the first base dugout, high into the stands. 1-1 count, 0-0 your score. Runner at first, nobody out. Infield back into the left, huge hole on the right side as they hold the leadoff runner, Yoshida. The 1-1 pitch swing, chopper over towards second. It's going to be a tough play. Scooping it, flipping it. 4-3 Holiday, not in time. And Raffaella has an infield single. 2 on and nobody out. It's Yoshida, Rafi, and Abreu to start for the Boston Red Sox. Contreras batting cleanup. He'll be followed by Durbin, Gonzalez, Duran, Wong, and then T.C. Ching. Left to right across the outfield for the Baltimore Orioles, it's Ward, Taveras, and O'Neill. Around the horn, third to first, Encarnacion, Henderson, Holiday, and Alonso. Huff is behind the plate, and of course Kramer on the bump. First pitch drops it. Man, that was a nice splitter right there. Called for a strike, it's 0-1. Dean Kramer will throw you a 6-pitch mix. Realistically 5. With the splitter 32, forcing 23% of the time, the sinker 17. As the 0-1 off the plate, 1-1. Curveball 15% of the time, and the cutter 11% of the time. He throws that slider just 2% of the time. So just every great once in a while. We'll go over Bennett and the Boston defense when we go to the next inning. Kramer's going to step off the bunt for a second. The 1-1 down and in. Misses ball 2-1. 2-1 count. Nothing your score, but Boston does have 2 on and nobody out. Here in the bottom of the first. Game 1 of our doubleheader. Game 2 comes your way tonight at 7 p.m. The 2-1 pitch swing. That ball is smoked over to first. Good jumping catch over there by Pete Alonso. L3 in your scorecard. Was not close enough to the bag to double up the runner Raffaella. 1 away. So 1 down, and 2 on, and right-handed bat of Contreras comes to the plate. First pitch swinging, and he laces that into left field. That's through for a base hit. They'll go station to station. The shallow porch here in Fenway. Infield playing very, very much in, but the bases are loaded. There's 1 out. Ducks all over the pond. Righty-righty matchup here. Durbin the batter. The first pitch on the way. Swing. Fouls it away. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Durbin batting .236 on the year. 10 home runs, 42 RBI. The 0-1 pitch, swing, laces it towards center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. That ball's got eyes. 1 run will score. Raffaella coming around to score. 2 runs will score, and the Boston Red Sox take a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Red Sox on a 14-game hit are looking to go to win their 15th game in a row. That's going to get a quick mound visit out there by Drew French, pitching coach for the Orioles. Runners on the corners now. He's runner on first and second. Saw that incorrectly. He was heading towards the dugout to get something to drink during the So it is first and second. There's one out. Baltimore will be playing double play depth back into the left. Pete Alonso, we'll say, is about a third of the way off the bag. Contreras at second. Durbin at first. Anything gets down in the gap, it should score too. Righty-righty matchup. Gonzalez the batter. Swing and a miss. Romeo over the top. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Bender down and away, taken all the way. 1-1. One count, 2-0 your score. Pitch on the way is swung on and swatted back foul. 1-2. Two runs, 4 hits, no errors so far for Boston here in the inning. Baltimore got one hit of their own in the top of the first. The 2-0 pitch, or the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, out over the top of that slider, and there's 2 down. 2 down, and that'll bring Duran to the plate. First pitch upstairs, righty-lefty matchup, takes it high. Oh, 0-1. The 0-1. Swing, rips it into right field. That ball's got eyes. It's down for a base. It's going to rattle around the corner like a pinball. Duran going for 3. 4 runs are across the board here in the first, and it's 4-0 Boston. Ripping and gripping. 4-0 your score. Dean Kramer is getting smacked around out here. And Duran was going for the downs. The moment that ball took off, he had the long strides kicking. Righty-righty matchup now. Connor Wong, the batter, he'll take the first pitch well off the edge. For a ball, it's 1-0. This is outside, wide ball 2-2. Remember, this is game 1 of their doubleheader. So you wonder how long they're willing to go here, realizing they also have a game tonight. The 2-0 count, swing, pop up, out of play, 2-1. You're the Orioles, you don't want to just roll over and play dead, but at the same time, you got tonight's game to worry about as well. Boston 4, Baltimore nothing, bottom of the first. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, filthy cutter off the edge, 2-2. Time is called. Wong will step out of the box. Runner at third, 2 outs. The infield playing back. 4 across, 4-0 Boston. The 2-2, they check down the line. Did he go around? First base umpire Austin Jones said he did not. So a full count now, in danger of seeing all 9 batters if he can't get Wong here. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll get him out of the inning. But not before Boston puts 4 on the board. We go to the top of the second here in Fenway, 4-0 Red Sox.
Not many people know this, but if you hate clutter, the love of your life is going to be clutter blind.
I just got engaged. Yay! To a man that just spent 13 years in prison. And he's been out for 5 months, so this is his first Valentine's Day since he was 19.
This couldn't get worse, right?
He just moved into my house.
Are you?
And I just have to brag, I have never got flowers from a man before, but here I am.
Well, there it is. The street sweeping didn't work out for him, but the love bombing seems to be going fantastically. Hey, side note, nobody falls in love faster than a man who needs a parole address. All right.
2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Where does that one come from? Well, the phrase first turned up in print in some guy's book called The Inglesbury Legends, and it's by a guy called Richard Barham, and it's somewhere in the early 1800s, and it meant, as he was observing, that the lamb's tail's flitching really quickly, and that's where he got the saying from. But I think nuclear physicists actually use the term as well sometimes, and 1 shake is the equivalent to 10 nanoseconds, so pretty quick.
You ever had somebody tell you that you got to take your shoes off at their house and they damn floors be dirty?
Well, I think that's not exactly true. It's what it is. Instead of a bad ball hitter, he could hit a good ball, but he could also hit a ball that was up or outside.
I could hit the ball the other way too, and if he threw a curveball, he's not going to fool me.
No balls, 2 strikes.
2 strikes, I always guard the plate. Then there's some pitchers out there, I don't care what he threw, I could hit it.
He would flash at something that was way out of the strike zone. So, in effect, what he is doing is abolishing the strike zone.
Set your alerts and subscribe to the BCR, your home for radio baseball.
Oh, I want carrot cake.
You told me not to let you.
Oh my gosh, I can have some today. It's fine.
Welcome back.
Okay.
No! You're supposed to say no!
First pitch on the way is swung on and lifted out into very shallow right field. And man, there's some confusion out there. The catch is going to be made by the second baseman, Gonzalez, but he had to leap for it the last second. The wind is whipping here in Fenway, so keep that in mind. We may get a very high-scoring game. And it looked like it might have been swirling there as he did not have a good beat on that. All 3 defenders were converging and the ball went far to the left of where they were standing. First pitch on the way from Bennett to Tavares is right there. For a strike, it's 0-1. 0-1. Turns and kicks, swing lifted. Out into right field, the wind pushing it out there, but into the corner. F9 on your scorecard. 2 down. Penske, I've got Bennett in several of my fantasy leagues. He's got good stuff. The only thing that you worry about if you're a Red Sox fan is that the wind is pushing out. You're saying 11. It looks more like 15 plus going out to dead center. Carnacion, the batter, lefty-righty. First pitch upstairs. Just above the belt for a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1 swing and a miss. Chase one off the plate. 0-2. Bennett with 1 strikeout so far. The 0-2 pitch. Swing rolls it foul towards the third base dugout. The 0-2 pitch. Fouls it back. Will do it again. Red Sox on a 14-game winning streak. They lead it 4-0. The 0-2 popped up, out of play, and will do it one more time. The 0-2 pitch. Inside, brushes him back a little. 1-2. Christian Encarnacion Strand, former Cincinnati Red, bangs the 1-2 pitch down the line. Foul. One-two pitch, swing, punches it towards center field. That's going to get down for a base hit just in front of Raphael. Looked like he had a chance to grab that, but it died way too quickly. Lefty-lefty matchup now. Jackson Holiday, the batter. First pitch upstairs. Misses high. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing, slices it into left field. That's through for a base hit. And now the Orioles got 2 on, 2 out, something brewing here. Not a hard hit ball, but sliced it against the shift. They were playing Jackson to pull, and he slapped it between the 5-6 hole. First pitch on the way, lefty-righty, swing and a miss. Huff, the batter, number 9 hitter. It's 0-1. In case we haven't done it already, left to right across the outfield for the Red Sox, it's Duran, Raphael, and Abreu. Around the horn, third to first, Durbin, T.C. Chang, Gonzalez, and Contreras. The 0-1 swing and a miss over the top. It's 0-2. Wong is behind the plate, and Jake Bennett, the youngster, is on the bump. Huff, the number 9 batter, Ward, the leadoff man, is looming on deck. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Filthy circle change gets him out of the inning. Just dives off the end of the plate, and we'll be back in a flash. Red Sox grab the sticks when we return. 4-0, Boston, here in Boston.
Oh, I want carrot cake.
You told me not to let you.
Oh my gosh, I can have some today. It's fine.
Okay.
No! You're supposed to say no!
What's the worst sports movie you've seen?
All right, this is a bit of a cop-out answer because I don't think it's the worst, but I'm going to say Draft Day just because the trades on draft night were just so unrealistic.
Probably going to get a lot of flack for it, but I think it's Rudy.
Remember the Titans. It takes way too many liberties with the actual story of what happened, and once you know like what really happened, it kind of ruins the entire spectacle of the movie for you.
I would say the worst sports movie is He Got Game because Ray Allen is a terrible actor.
Not even a question. It's The Love Guru.
That's got to be Bad News Bears go to Japan. At that point, you're killing a good thing.
$150 million budget and a 25% Rotten Tomatoes. It's gonna be Space Jam 2.
Rocky 5 easily. It doesn't even end in a boxing match. It ends in a street fight.
Worst sports movie I ever saw was Caddyshack 2. Caddyshack 1, classic, great actors. Part 2 was just terrible, just flopped.
Jackie was out.
He was out.
He was out. That's not a question about it. He was out.
That collision at home plate became part of the national conversation because both men had become cultural icons who represented something much larger than baseball.
It's a perfect strike. The ump was right.
I don't like sarcasm, Barra. You're out of the game, too.
You can't do that! And he becomes this just funny little dude who comes into the national consciousness in another way.
Do you ever hit home runs?
If there's a problem about Yogi, it's perception. Mantle was Elvis in pinstripes, and Yogi was Sancho Panza. I mean, he was this squat little guy. I think it's quite evident that his personality overshadowed his talent as a ball player.
This image of Yogi as a lovable mascot, like some sort of cartoon character, continued to grow until they decided to just turn him into an actual cartoon character.
Oh, I don't think it was a coincidence at all.
Welcome back, y'all. 4-0 your score as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Kramer back to work, and he had quite the rough first inning, as you can imagine, if you just joined us, giving up 4 runs. First pitch swing and a miss. It's 0-1. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for Baltimore. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Red Sox. The 0-1 fouls it back. It's 0-2. Game 1 of their doubleheader. Game 1 of our doubleheader tonight, 7 p.m. Braves versus Padres. It'll be Michael King versus Martin Perez. They did end up, y'all were with us last night. I told you I thought they'd end up optioning J.R. Ritchie down to the minors, and they did. Now, there's a caveat to that. We'll go over it in a second. As the 0-2 pitch fouls it straight back, and we'll do it again. The 0-2 count. It's a bit of strategy that has to take place with J.R. Ritchie, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away. So that is J.R. Ritchie's 4th option of the season. The player's only allowed to be optioned 5 times back to the minors. Now, it only counts on your 1 option overall. It's a little confusing for folks who don't follow this, but when you wonder about someone's Major League Baseball options, is the first pitch outside wide for a ball. Back to the top of the order, Yoshida, the batter, 1 for 1 on the day. It's 1 out. So you get 3 total options, but that's years options. 1-0. Swing, rakes it down the right field line, but foul. 1-1. In any given year, assuming you have those year options left, you can only be optioned 5 times. If he goes down and gets options a 6th time, then he's up for grabs. He goes on to waivers. The 1-1 pitch. Out of the way. And that's going to be challenged by Yoshida. They called it a strike, and I don't blame him. That ball was well off the plate. And he did get it right and got it overturned, so it'll be 2-1. So we may not see J.R. Ritchie again. I think that's fair. He probably needs some. In all likelihood, what the Braves will do, unless there's a major injury, the 2-1 pitch, outside wide, 3-1. We won't see J.R. Ritchie again, most likely until either September, where you have the ability to move guys in and out because of the expanded rosters, or right before the end of August. The 3-1 upstairs. Yoshida's challenging that one. That one's going to be tricky. We'll see if he gets that one. Even he's tilting his head after he thought about it. Looks like it hit the zone. We'll see what happens here. And it was a strike.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
So the short of it is, don't expect J.R. Ritchie back unless there's a major injury until late August at the very earliest. My guess would be they're not even going to play around with it. They'll wait till September call-ups to use them out of the pen. The payoff pitch, swing, swats it back foul. And if he were to go, then he would have to be protected by whoever picked him up. And if not, that's where you get your Rule 5 draft. The payoff pitch. Swing, slaps it down the line. Plenty deep, but plenty foul. Will do it again. And you'll see that term used in the offseason. Usually takes place in early December. But I don't think they'll play around with that. He's too good of a prospect for them to do that too. You normally see that when a guy's at the end of his road. Payoff pitch, swung on and fouled that one away. So a full count once again. Four to nothing your score. Yoshida turns and kicks, and high and outside, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Rafaela comes to the plate. By the way, quick scoreboard update. The only game going on right now, though, the Brewers-Mets game is getting underway. Pittsburgh versus the Yankees, 0-0. They're in the 5th. Garrett Cole's on the mound in that one. First pitch swung on, fouled back. It's 0-1. I believe he was going up against Mitch Keller. That's game 1 of a doubleheader. And Max Fried is expected to pitch tonight for the Yankees, coming off the IL for the first time in a long time. 0-1. This is how I wanted it. On that note, it's expected that Ranger Suarez will be activated after this game, and he'll grab the ball for the Red Sox tonight. 1-1 count. Right down the pipe on the outer edge. 1-2. Good to see you, Big Truck and Sleepy. Who else we have? We got Sean. Penske. The 1-2 pitch swing lifted. High into center field, but not nearly deep enough. Right in front of the 379 sign, making the catch out there in center is Tavares, and there's 2 down. And Rebecca was in here earlier. Tom Fisher. Tommy Boy Fisher. Richard Talley. I know it's a little hard for a lot of y'all to chat during these day games. Most of y'all are just listening and trying to look busy at work. Righty-lefty matchup here. Abreu, the batter. First pitch swinging, pop up. High in the sky, foul territory. Underneath it at the third base, just off the third base bag, is Encarnacion. F5, and that'll end the inning. Baltimore keeps Boston off the board. We'll go to the top of the third. They'll try to get on the board when we return.
Ladies, let him overreact to a missed free throw. You cried when Starbucks ran out of oat milk.
Like, who the is keeping Twizzlers in business? Like, y'all like chewing cherry HDMI cords?
The one place where we thought we would never experience this is the U.S. damn states.
Well, you thought wrong. Listen here, lady. We don't give a damn nothing about what you're talking about. You will not be discriminated in your own damn country. I can promise you that. Every single one of y'all got less than 62 on your IQ. Every single one of y'all is having sex with your cousins. Go take your ass back from whence you came so we can be unburdened from what has been.
Like, just because you don't know what the you're talking about, just because you've never learned anything about the topic that you choose to talk about, that doesn't make it a conspiracy theory when you learn new things. That's just your ignorance.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a sucker for like deep conversations, and I really like to know a person. You feel me? Like really go into detail. You know what I'm saying? I'm that type of guy because I really want to know what made you a hoe.
My goal is to have $30,000 in my bank account by the summer, and I already got $2.46, so talk to me nice. If you need any financial literacy courses, please buy my ebook.
to put the ball in play at different quadrants of the zone. It's unheard of, really. I mean, you don't see guys do that nowadays, but he was so strong. It's just phenomenal because that's what hitting, it's the art of hitting.
Berra swings, and there's a drive gone deep in the right field. Going back is Carl Fuller. That ball is over the wall for a home run.
Yogi was a tremendous clutch hitter. He indeed was probably one of the hitters that the opposition hated to see him come up with men on base, and especially in the late innings. That was when he was particularly good.
Pull up a chair and grab a cold one. You're home for the classic call, Radio Baseball. Jake Bennett going back to work. The southpaw fires one in there for a strike. Curveball. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing lifted. Out to right field, but right at the right fielder. Wilyer Abreu makes the grab. F9. One down. Bennett has struck out 2. He has scattered 3 hits, no runs, no walks. Lefty righty, first pitch right here. Called for a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Drifts inside, 1-1. Got the trade deadline coming up. Week from Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern. The 1-1 pitch swing, slaps it down the right field line. That is in the corner, bounces near the pesky pole, into the seats, and it's a 1-out double for the Baltimore Orioles. Good hard hit ball down the line there. Gunnar Henderson comes to the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. Runner at second, 1 out. Boston leads 4-0. The first pitch on the way, inside. Well inside. Drifts him back a little. It's 1-0. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Filthy sweeper down and away. 1-1. Jake Bennett. He technically has a 6-pitch mix, but it's really 3 pitches that he leans on the most. 4-seamer 34%, sinker 28%, and the changeup 25%. The 1-1 from Bennett. Looking back the runner at second. Delivers it. Swing and a miss under the hands, 1-2. Then he comes in with that sweeper you just saw a second ago. And the curveball, both 5% of the time, the cutter 4% of the time. The 1-2 count. Out and away. 2-2. Two. Lonzo at second. The pitch on the way. Swing, fouls it straight back. We'll do it again. Boston comes into this game just 6.5 back now in the American League East after their heater of 14 in a row. They're 4.5 behind the Yankees. Tampa Bay leads the division, the 2-2. Bennett looking over his shoulder once again. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew it right by him with the heater. 92 miles an hour, about letter high, and there's 2 down. Third strikeout of the day for Bennett. Baltimore just 3.5 behind the Red Sox, even with their hot streak. But you look at the big picture in the wild card. That's a classic one, Richard. Lefty-righty matchup. O'Neill chops it off the plate. It's 0-1. In the wild card standings in the American League, Yankees have the top spot. Red Sox now have the last spot. They're 4.5 behind the Yankees. The Guardians are in between them, a game and a half in front of Boston. 0-1 swing and a miss. It's 0-2. An 0-2 count. Seattle is looming behind at 1.5 back. Baltimore 3 back. Minnesota 3.5. And then you get into Houston and Detroit, who are 4 and 5 back. The 0-2 from Bennett. Changeup misses. 1-2 count. Turns and kicks. Swing. Pop up. High into center field. Rafaela fighting. The sun can't find it. The ball's going to drop. Ball's going to drop and the run will score. Rafaela. Ball was right in front of him. He just lost it. There's not any sun up. There's cloud coverage and the throw comes in. Runner will be at second. That will be an earned run because Rafael never touched it. In theory, that's an error, but you never give an error to a guy who never touched the ball. So 4-1 your score, brand new ball game. And standing on deck, or standing at second, is O'Neill. At the plate is Mayo. Lefty, righty, first pitch. Down and away, it's 1-0. That's a tough thing to regroup if you're a young pitcher like that. You think you're out of the inning. Rafaela did everything right there. I mean, he's got the shades on. He tried to cover his eyes. He just could not find it. 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. So realistically in the American League, at most you can say, counting the 3 teams that are in it right now that are in the wild card slots, it's a 9-team race. But I think it's very doubtful that a few of those teams last. Houston seems to be struggling. I don't think they're going to be buyers at the deadline. 1-1 pitch, swing, punches it back foul, 1-2. Toronto's going to have to play much better baseball. I keep hearing all these pundits nationally that keep saying, well, Toronto's coming. They're going to get it together. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. And you start running out of calendar, and you can't live off of last year's accomplishments. The 1-2. Down and away, 2-2. The way I'm handicapping it right now, I don't even think Minnesota's a real contender. I would say the cutoff line is essentially Baltimore and Seattle, along with the 3 that are up there right now with the Yankees, Cleveland, and Boston. The 2-2 pitch, swing, pop up. Deep into center field. He's fighting that sun again. Can't find it. He'll make the catch finally. For out number 3. Man, that was another scary one. That one almost dropped. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. 4-1 your score here in Fenway. Red Sox grab the sticks when we return.
Does anybody else have a habit of always saying, this is why I don't like to leave the house, and then every time you leave the house, you always get reminded of why you don't like to leave the house?
Hi, y'all. It's time for Appalachian Word of the Day. The word of the day is foamy. Hey, it's a little chilly in here. Will you close the door, foamy?
So you're mad at me because someone who I don't know got flowers from her husband who I also don't know.
I'm not mad at you. It's just that, a lot of people were standing around. I look like an idiot.
So am I in trouble or not?
No, you're not in trouble.
And yet I am.
No, I mean, it's my own fault. I should have known they weren't from you.
Whoa. What do you mean you should have known?
When was the last time you sent me flowers for no reason?
Okay, good question. Fair question. A question that certainly deserves an answer. What was the question again?
My neighbor just yelled at her kids so loud, I went and brushed my teeth and got ready for bed.
I heard a quote that says, "Nobody celebrates your discipline until they need to borrow from your results."
What happened to people just going into stores and picking something and being like, yeah, I thought this was sick, so I bought it. Now everybody, oh, what shoes are people wearing this summer? What bathing suit are people wearing this summer? What underwear are people buying? It's like, oh my God, like, I didn't realize that you needed someone to walk you like a dog.
I need y'all to tell me, is this a bad Valentine's Day?
I thought you said we were going to hibachi.
Waffle House is hibachi. You watch them cook.
It was amazing how that last at bat, when the game's on the line or they got a one-run lead, he's going to hit a line drive.
The count is 2 strikes when Yogi Berra slams one down the right field line. His second homer of the series.
One time, a reporter asked him if all the bad things people said about his looks bothered him. He just brushed it off and said, nah, in this racket, all you've got to do is hit the ball. And I've never heard of anybody hitting it with his face.
Join the Country Club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the Country Club today. Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Boston leads at 3-1. Wilson Contreras takes a hack at the first pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Contreras 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. The 0-1 pitch. Swing belted. High and deep into left field. Top shelf, but just foul. 0-2. They put out the lineup for today's game. For the Gwinnett Stripers. Man, you talk about some familiar faces. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And we'll do it again. Strike 3. Kramer's 4th strikeout of the day, though he has given up the 4 runs. Caleb Durbin, the batter. 1 for 1 on the day. First pitch swinging, fouls it away. It's 0-1. Durbin singled home 2 runs, and he came around to score, so he's 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored, 2 RBI. Ronald Acuna Jr. is the DH today for the Stripers. Ha-Sung Kim is batting second in their order as the shortstop is the 1-1. As that pitch misses high. Carlos Santana is playing first and batting third for the Braves. Y'all remember Brett Wisely? He's batting cleanup. And at second base is the 1-1 pitch. Swing, rips it, but foul down the third base line. Do it again. And Andrew McCutchen is out there in left field. He is batting, 6th in the order? Azakar's in right. Sandy Leone is behind the plate. You remember Aaron Chunk from the spring training games, the 1-2 in the dirt. 2-2. Let's say any chance Tigers trade Verlander? Like any chance anybody wants Verlander? I don't think he's going to pitch, man. He's trash. He's done. He came back, took the Tigers' money, and it's over. The 2-2. Check swing, rolls it down the line. Scooping, flipping, and yep, he's going to beat it out. Durbin. Infield single here. Good hustle on the play by Chad Durbin. Baltimore will not challenge it. Andrew McCutchen's an interesting one. If they can get his bat going a little bit, you might see a call-up for him at least by September. He hasn't hit all that well this year, but the Braves picked him up off of waivers. Before they brought up Hicklin, I actually thought there was a chance he was coming up. First pitch is a strike right there from Kramer to Romy Gonzalez, who's 0 for 1 with the strikeout. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Flips it over to first, and he got back just in time. Almost got picked off there. Infield back into the left. The 0-1 pitch right down the pipe. 1-2. Clean this up for you. I'm going to open up another page so I can get this from time to time on this 3D. Not sure really what's going on here. The 0-2 pitch, swing, fouls it away. Those of y'all listening on external radio, we're on Braves Country Radio on YouTube, youtube.com/@BravesCountry. You're just looking for Braves Country Radio if you open up your YouTube app. Jump into the chat and join the fun. Boston 4, Baltimore 1. Bottom of the third, the 0-2 pitch. That ball's going to get slapped up against the wall. Hits the green monster, and the runners are all going to be safe. Second and third. One out. Hopefully that clears up the issue. We'll have to see what happens here. Jaron Duran, the batter, 1 for 1 with a 2-run triple. Several, Richard. It depends on the day. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch swinging, lifts it out to center field, and that's going to be deep enough to score the run. It is 5-1 Boston. Looks like we finally got it lined back up. I was opening up another tab because it didn't look like there was any players being shown. Connor Wong, the batter. Yeah, they're independent radio stations, Richard. I get the emails later that night. I never know who's carrying me when the game starts. Jason and all of them take care of all that stuff. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch swinging. Off the plate. It's 0-1. And they take care of their own station IDs and whatnot, so it's not really something I have to worry about as far as where we're being carried. I just know that it's the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2. I know we were supposed to be carried in several stations up in the Northeast today because of this matchup. Usually it comes down to the matchup, but the Braves games are carried pretty consistently nationwide, and a couple of independent stations worldwide. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Dean Kramer gets out of the jam, but not before the Red Sox put another one on the board. 5-1. We go to the fourth here in Boston.
Would you punch somebody in your family for $1 million? I would punch somebody in my family for a $2 scratch off.
You ever work with somebody, and when you see them, like, they ain't got to be doing nothing to you. You see them, and your face automatically bog up like that right there.
It's January 78. I froze my off walking from the office to the car.
I'm tired because the sun goes down at 5 o'clock. I can't wait for it to not be cold out. It's frigid.
Here are my top 5 ways to avoid getting serial killed. If you need proof they work, look at me. I haven't been serial killed yet. Number 1, do not light up any room that you walk into. What do family and friends always say about victims in true crime documentaries? That they lit up every room they walked into. Huge mistake. You know who can see you better in a well-lit room? Serial killers. Number 2, avoid having any sort of a bright future ahead of you. This is similar to point number 1. They always describe victims as having a bright future ahead of them.
Swing on and blast it deep to left field. This ball is gone. Can you believe it? Think of any words you want. Improbable, implausible, impossible. They all work.
Every time I hear a call, and maybe this is why I'm still at it, I go, oh, I could have done this better. I could have done that better. Why didn't I do this? And so my wife was like, can you maybe just enjoy some of this? And it's like, no, I'm sorry, because I know that I missed this or that.
Thank you for hyping and subscribing. Set your alerts and subscribe to the BCR, your home for radio baseball. Welcome back. First pitch swinging coming out the gates. It's going to be a grounder right in front of the plate. Jumping on his wong, he'll flip it down to first. And that's a quick 2-3 to start the inning. 1 away. He did get activated. Thank you. Did not know that. I guess I'll have to wait till tomorrow. Well, wait a minute. I might be able to actually slide him in to my dynasty. I can't remember if I ended up picking someone up or not. I know I was thinking about it. So I lost, what's his name? Bobby Witt Jr. to the IL this morning. He went to the IL for the Royals, which that didn't really shock me considering their season. First pitch swinging, lifted high and deep into center field, and that one is not coming back. Encarnacion Strand jacks one to the deepest part of the park. Man, how far did that sucker fly? I'm not buying that. They're saying 424. That looked closer to 500. They're back on the board once again. If I can find it, there we go. Yeah, that's what happened. First pitch misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing, rips it over to first, juggling the ball. Contreras finally gets the rebound, steps on the bag, and there's 2 down. Braves are same time as always, big truck, 7 o'clock. Lefty-righty matchup. If they're at home and it's a night game, it's always going to be that time. First pitch on the way, down and in. It's 1-0. Tomorrow is the early game for the Braves. Sail on the hill, and it's a 12:15 first pitch. 1-0 pitch. Swing inside. For strike 1. Man, we're well in front of this. I would try to. Just going to catch it up. Just realize how far we are in front of this one. Two down, 5-1, 5-2 your score. Brings it. Inside there, evens up the count 1-1. We're going to try to catch this back up when we go to break here in a second. This 3D has slowed down quite a bit. Pitch on the way, swing, chopper over to third. That'll be a 5-3 putout, and that'll end the inning. 5-2 your score. Boston leads Baltimore. We'll be back in a flash here on the BCR. Welcome back. We start the bottom of the fourth inning. First pitch is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. The 0-1 pitch. Swing, fouls it straight back. It's 0-2. I think we lined it up pretty well. I don't know what Tom's talking about, Coco. I have no idea. Braves are 12-15 tomorrow. The 0-2 pitch. Up high. 1-2. Fouls it away. Boston 5. Baltimore 2. Bottom of the fourth inning. Red Sox looking to win 15 in a row here. The 1-2 pitch. In the dirt. Good take there. 2-2. The 2-2. Turns and fires. Up top, misses high. Full count. Red Sox 5, Orioles 2. Bottom of the fourth inning. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Baltimore. 5-7-0 for Boston. The payoff pitch, swing. Chopped on the ground over to second. And it's going to be a 4-3 putout to start the bottom of the fourth here for the Red Sox. First pitch swinging here, and that's going to be a can of corn out there to left field. F7 underneath it. Taylor Ward making the catch. He could be on the trading block for Baltimore. 2 down. Raffaello, the number 2 hitter, he reached on his infield single his first time up and came around to score. Righty, pitch down and in. Taken for a ball, it's 1-0. Pittsburgh leads the Yankees 2-0. They are in the 6th inning. And the Mets lead the Brewers 1-0 in the 2nd. The 1-0 pitch, swing, lifted high and deep into left field, going up on top of the Green Monster, and that baby is clocked and rocked at 6-2. Boston just got over the Green Monster. A solo shot. First pitch off of that home run is high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Pitch. Upstairs for a strike, 1-1. 1-1 count, 6-2 your score. Ball is starting to fly out here. It looks like 15, 20 miles an hour now out there. The 1-1 pitch, corkscrewed back to the mound, and that'll be, bad throw by Dean Kramer. A great snag by Pete Alonso. It'll be a 1-3, but man, that was a terrible throw. Alonso probably gets some kind of an Academy Award for the grab. We'll be back in a flash.
Just a drink. A martini, shaken, not stirred.
Hell are you doing? I told you we weren't getting involved.
You got us involved when you brought us here.
Where are you from? What's your real name? What was it before you changed it?
Giuseppe.
That's all you need, one thieving wop on the team.
It's much better than you stinking Irish.
Oh, I like him.
Just a drink. He can play. He can't throw. He can't throw and he can't field. Why do you like him?
He gets on base.
You want answers! I want the truth!
He gets on base, so do I care if it's a walk or a hit?
You do not.
I do not. Just a drink.
What draws my admiration? What is that which gives me joy?
Just a drink.
Baseball. A man stands alone at a plate. This is the time for individual achievement. But in the field, part of a team. Part of one big team. Sunny day, stands full of fans. What does he have to say?
Just a drink.
I get nowhere unless the team wins.
The day may come when the courage of men fails, but it is not this day.
Just a drink.
Yippee-ki-yay, Forget it, he's rolling.
I think he'll ever get out of here.
One day, when I got a long white beard and 2 or 3 marbles rolling around upstairs.
Get busy living, get busy dying.
Just a drink.
Do you really want to get him? What are you prepared to do? If you open the ball on these people, you must be prepared to go all the way. Here's how you get him. He pulls a knife, you pull a gun. He sends one of yours to the hospital, you send one of his to the morgue. That's the Chicago way.
Just a drink.
The Lord hates a coward. Do you know what a blood oath is? Yes. Good. Because you just took one.
Just a drink. Go ahead. Make my day.
You can't handle the truth.
Did it ever occur to you I just might go tapioca and throw you out of one of the windows?
Just a drink.
Perfect.
Shaken, not stirred.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome back, lefty-righty matchup. Bennett back to work, curveball in the dirt. It's 1-0. Red Sox 6, Baltimore 2. Top of the 5th. Bennett with just 54 pitches thrown. The 1-0. Right there, P at the knees. 1-1. Man, that's kind of a loaded question. The 1-1 pitch, swing, slaps it back up the middle. It hits Bennett on the wallet. He gets the rebound, flips it to first. Appears to be okay. Training staff's going to come out here and talk to him real quick and check on him. Or maybe it hit him in the stomach. I thought it hit him on the back. They're going to come out here and look at him. A most impressive and least impressive. Oh, it hit him in the stomach. It did hit him in the stomach. I thought he turned before the ball hit him. He's saying he's all right. Of course, he's a young guy, and he probably doesn't want to come out of the game. But I'm sure they'll keep an eye on him and see if anything changes. I mean, I've been impressed by all of them to a degree because as the first pitch is out there. First strike, it's over. Oh, and I forgot that I went to Cincinnati's field too. So I guess technically 12, even though we didn't see a game at St. Louis. The 0-1 outside wide, 1-1. The worst field was Cincinnati by far, but that was back before they got their new stadium. This was the old, what was that called? Riverfront. Is the 1-1 pitch, swing, smacks it up the middle, and it's a 1-out single for Alonso and the Baltimore Orioles. Ball was smoked back up the middle. Second base hit. On the day for Pete Alonso, he doubled his first time up. Lefty-lefty matchup now. Henderson, the batter. Infield back into the right, double play depth. First pitch on the way, swing, rolls it foul. It's 0-1. So that was actually a football stadium they played baseball in, so I don't know if you could even count that. But we'll go with Cincinnati Reds Stadium was the worst one that I've seen. The best one, man, it's kind of a loaded question because a few of them really impressed me for different reasons. The 0-1 right there, first strike, it's 0-2. Truist Park is the best Braves stadium they've ever had. It's not even close. And I think it's the best stadium currently in Major League Baseball. But it's not just the stadium itself, it's what all surrounds it, the battery, all that kind of stuff. Now, with that being said, as the 0-2 pitches in the dirt, 1-2. I like the outside and surrounding vibe that the St. Louis Cardinals Stadium had, but once again, I never saw an actual game there, so we'll set that off to the side. The waterfalls in Kansas City were incredible. I loved that. We were there on a Father's Day. It was a day game. The waterfalls were pouring down. It was just a really cool atmosphere. Fenway was cool. I'll take it over Wrigley any day of the week. The 1-2. Swing, chopper down the first base line. We'll do it again. Pirates have taken a 3-0 lead on the Yankees top of the 7th. But top to bottom, and a lot of it has to do with it's so new. It's Truist, but outside of Truist, I liked Yankee Stadium a lot, the new Yankee Stadium. I went there. The 1-2 chops off the plate. Honestly, Wrigley, it's got a cool atmosphere around it, but I have no desire to go back to Wrigley. It's not that great of it. If I went to a Wrigley game, I'd do it the way I did it the first time, a day game during the week. The 1-2. Swing lifted. High into right field, coming in, making the easy catch is Abreu. And Alonso will trot back to first. 2 down. It's not that it's a dump, Coco. It's an older stadium that's overhyped. But it's fun if you're in the outfield. I was in the outfield for an old-fashioned shootout between the Marlins and the Cubs. And it was a lot of fun. It really was. but I don't know if I care if I ever go back. I definitely wouldn't go to a night game there. First pitch upstairs, right there for a strike, it's 0-1. I mean, unless you're talking about you're going to the World Series or something like that, but it's just, if I'm going to go, it's going to be a day game, and preferably during the week because there's just a lot less traffic and whatnot. The Mets Stadium, believe it or not, was actually pretty nice. They were so bad when we went to go see them, the 0-1 swing and a miss at 0-2. But we got good tickets. I lived in New York for about a year, and the Mets were not good during that time period. So I used to go to Mets games all the time because they were so easy to get affordable tickets. The Yankees were good, and it was expensive to go to Yankee Stadium. The 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Filthy bender going off the table, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Red Sox lead this one 6-2 on a Wednesday afternoon in Fenway. Pennant race country, baby.
And on my mama, I wish would try to jump on my girl because I'm slinging lakefront to the lakefront.
Here are my top 5 ways to avoid getting serial killed. Number 3, don't be kind to strangers. But it's actually kind of tricky because people tend to overcorrect and become mean, thus increasing your likelihood of just getting regular murdered. So you really got to find that sweet spot right in between. Number 4, don't be popular. Being popular increases your chances of going places, which then increases your chances of being snatched from said places and then duct taped to a water pipe in the basement of an abandoned YMCA. Finally, number 5, don't live in a small Midwest town. Serial killers seem to fit in seamlessly in small Midwest towns. Jeffrey Dahmer was known as the local guy that mutilated animals, and it still took them 13 years to catch him.
Jason Giambi had a great home run for us in 2013, Tito's first year, where he pulled us from behind in extra innings that led to a 10-game win streak to end the year and get back into the wild card playoffs.
The 1-1 pitch. A swing and a drive to deep right. Goal! Jason Giambi, a walk-off game winner. A 2-out, 2-run blast to right. Mardi Gras in September in Cleveland. Oh, what a mob scene.
Tomey's 500-footer.
Yes.
Tomey drills one high and deep to center. Away, way back. Gone deep into the picnic plaza. And that might have even got out of the ballpark. Jim Tomey has just left Jacobs Field onto Eagle Avenue. That will take 2 tape measures.
Who told us to hold our breath when we were passing the cemetery? I'm passing the cemetery and I felt immediately compelled to hold my breath. Like, why is this a thing?
Welcome back. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way is a cutter, misses high for a ball. It's 1-0. Dean Kramer's 72nd pitch of the day. I would have liked to have been able to get to old Yankee Stadium, big truck. Not that I think I would have been impressed or anything, but I mean, you know, the history in that stadium is unreal. 1-0, misses outside wide, ball 2-0. 2-0 count to Contreras. 1-for-1 on the day. The pitch, swing, lifted. Fly ball, high but not very deep into center. F8, 1 away. It's just an old Doc Hedgehog. Always liked Hamilton. I don't even remember where I saw it, but anyways, I remember I recorded it and I chopped. What I'll do if I see a really good Doc is the first pitch on the way, foul back. It's 0-1. If I see a good Doc, I'll grab the audio, and then during the off season I'll chop it up and turn it into clips, and of course mix it in with all the funny and other types of clips that we use. The 0-1 pitch, swing, smoked on the ground over to second. That's going to be a 4-3 put out. Good nifty play over there by Jackson Holiday. 2 down. I've got one chopped up right now. I can't remember what it is, but I haven't been able to get to it. I wanted to Send him to me, Sleepy. Righty-righty matchup. Romy Gonzalez, the batter. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch on the way. Swing. Rips it towards right, but making the running catch in right field is Tyler O'Neill. So a really quick 5th inning. We'll go to the 6th. 6-2 Boston here in Fenway.
I love my husband. There is no one else I'd rather have standing directly in front of the kitchen drawer as soon as I need to open it.
On my mama, I ain't cleaning up no rooms unless they say I'm out here eating coleslaw.
Do y'all remember before the internet that people thought the cause of stupidity was the lack of access to information?
Yeah.
It wasn't that.
Don't you ever in your life send me no voicemail. Are you crazy, man? I didn't answer the phone for a reason. I don't need to hear your thoughts, brother. There's a reason the phone didn't get picked up. I'm not busy. My phone ain't died. I just didn't want to talk. And you got the nerve to talk anyway? When I ain't even there, bro. That's disrespected, like breaking into my home. You breaking into my thoughts, bro. You intruding yourself in my mind when I didn't want you to be there in the first place. That's why I didn't answer the phone. Are you crazy, man? And how many, you gonna leave 2 voicemails, bro? You blocked. We can't even be friends no more because you just overstepping my boundary. Don't be on my phone like that.
It's so funny to me when people from back east will post and be like, and why don't they let us into Antarctica anyways? Baby, I don't think you should care. You ain't left the state of North Carolina since you came out the womb. You're not going to Antarctica. Why do you care?
But in the end, this statue isn't just for Pats fans. It'll also give all the Jets fans something to throw their beers at as they leave the stadium every year, probably in the second quarter.
People really liked him because he was affable and he was fun to listen to and fun to be around, but that sort of became who Yogi Berra was, this funny little guy.
Because the media tended to view Yogi as a clown, he was made fun of in the New York press. They took advantage of him to create a persona with which he was only too willing to subscribe.
He was a little different. He was a character. And people liked that, but sometimes the writers would go a little too far in making fun of him.
Welcome back. 0-1 count as Bennett goes back to work. Called that a frog in my throat. The 0-1 pitch outside wide. 1-1 pitch. Two and 2-1 count. 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Baltimore. 6-8-0 for Boston. The 2-1 pitch is ripped down the third base line. Taking a while to get to it is Duran, and it's a leadoff double for the Orioles. So trouble brewing. I've got a Wahoo batting helmet. Does that make me an OG Indians fan? Looking at it right now. Remember when I got it? I've got a Wahoo hat here somewhere too. I haven't worn it in a while. I can't remember what I did with it. As soon as they changed the names, I went out and got that. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch swinging, rifles it foul and out of play. It's 0-1. Bennett. 2 runs, both of them earned, even though you can put an asterisk on one of them. Raphael couldn't find the ball in the clouds on the first run. The other one was a legit home run, the 0-1 pitch. Outside wide, 1-1 count. where I got that Wahoo helmet, man, with the batting helmet. That thing's beat all to hell. It must have been used. The 1-1 slices it foul, 1-2. It's not a legitimate one. It's one of those plastic versions, but it kind of looks like one of the ones that they would have been wearing in the movie. The 1-2 count. Brings it. Swing, chopper down the third base line. We'll do it again. That ball goes foul. Durbin grabbing it. And somewhere I have a... man, I haven't thought about that in a while. I've got so many jerseys. Somewhere I have a Wild Thing jersey from the movie. The 1-2 rolls it up the first base line, and Contreras grabs it, tags the runner. One away on the dribble down that first base line. The runner from second gets to third with ease, and the Red Sox will most likely bring the infield in, although they could play it back, leading by 4. Looks like they are going to. Encarnacion is going to be the batter. Now, remember, he hit the home run earlier, so they are going to play the infield back, so they're willing to concede that third run. Bennett at 77 pitches, by the way. It's 2 outs away from a quality start. And here we go. First pitch on the way. Swing. Slices it foul. Down the first base line. It's 0-1. Swing, ripped it into left off the green monster, and that's going to score a run. Here comes the throw to second, and Encarnacion will stay where he's at, but he's second hit of the game, second RBI of the game, and the lead is now just 6-3. That was a hanger. He's lucky he got that ball back. He was a little out in front of that one. Jackson Holiday, the batter, lefty, right there for the strike. It's 0-1. I don't think one has nothing to do with the other, Hedgehog. Boston, they weren't getting very good pitching at the beginning of the year. The 0-1 pitch in the dirt, ball bounces away, and Encarnacion will scamper down to second. Is a bad job by Wong. That's the old new school version of catching where they sit on the knee and the ball hits the ground at all. They're donezo. An old school catcher that's catching the ball the right way, he's going to be able to get out in front of that ball and knock it down. 1-1 count, lefty. Down and away to him. But they fired their skipper and brought up this kid Green, and the main reason why they brought Green up was because he is a yes man to their analytics department. And that might have been the head bumping that was going on. The 2-1 pitch, swing, slices it towards left, up against the wall, making the catch is Duran for out number 2. 83rd pitch of the day. And that'll bring up the right-handed bat of Sam Huff, the number 9 hitter. I would think this is going to be his last batter no matter what happens. This is the third time through the order, and you're asking a lot. As we're going to get a quick powwow. I believe. Oh, that's it. That's Chad Tracy coming out. You don't see a lot of managers that dress like slobs, but Tracy does. We'll go back to the break. 1 on, 2 outs, top of the 6th. Bennett gets a round of applause, just short of a quality start. Welcome back. Doug Slayton's coming on, the right-hander, with an ERA well north of 5. First pitch banged on the ground, down the line. It's 1-1. Bennett will finish with 5 2/3 and 4 strikeouts, 3 earned runs, 9 hits scattered. It's not a great outing considering how Bennett has been pitching. The 0-1 pitch misses high, 1-1. Brewers now lead the Mets 3-1 in the 3rd. Yankees still trail the Pirates as the 1-1 pitch swing pop-up. Can of corn over by third base. Getting underneath it and making the catch is Durbin, and that'll end the inning. So the Red Sox lead by 3. We'll go to the bottom of 6. 6-3 Boston. We return.
Do the Irish public think that the fighting Irish is a fair stereotype? You look at the history of the Irish, I mean, they have such a wildness to them, I mean, connected to spiritualism, religion. There's a mystical element to our people which is so raw and lyrical and beautiful. They definitely know how to fight, and they definitely know how to drink, and they lived in such harsh quarters. There's a spirit there that remains, and they have that great sense of humor as well, of who they are.
These are my top 5 ways to avoid getting regular murdered. And again, if you need proof these work, haven't been murdered yet. Number 1, try your best to be a 4 to a 7. This is the ideal range of attractiveness to not get regular murdered. See, people want to murder hotties and uggos, not normies. And if you're sitting there thinking, well, I'm an 8+, I'm sorry, but you're not. Number 2, try your best to avoid all men. The stats are statting pretty hard on this one.
Rajay Davis's.
Yeah, I'm battling laryngitis in the World Series. Every broadcaster's worst nightmare. Going, if you get out of control here, your voice is gone. And that was the whole World Series.
Swung on, line to deep left field. It is gone! should see the celebration out of the Indians' third base dugout. Rajay Davis, a bullet, two-run homer down the left field line, clearing the 19-foot wall. We are tied at 6.
Pull up a chair and grab a cold one. Your home for the classic call, Radio Baseball. Six to 3 your score, bottom of the 6th. First pitch from Kramer. It's a fastball up top, taken for a strike. It's 0-1. Our old fan Chadwick Tromp is behind the plate for the Orioles. The 0-1. Swing, slaps it back foul. 1-2. All that off the field stuff with Vizquel, which really hurt him. The 0-2 count. Turns and kicks, swing, rips it into on the right side of the infield, and Pete Alonso to his knees, flips the ball to Kramer. Kramer taps the bag and just beats him out. Duran out by maybe a quarter step. Great defensive play by Alonso. You don't say that every day. One away. But Vizquel defensively, to me, is the best I've ever seen. Connor Wong, the batter. First pitch misses for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 ripped up the middle. That'll be a 4-3 put out and quickly 2 down. First game of the doubleheader here in Boston. Later on tonight, Red Sox and Orioles go head-to-head, and the rumor is Ranger Suarez is going to get activated from the IL for the Red Sox. First pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. So I don't know if you'll ever see Vizquel get in. I don't know what to make of it, because you never know when these allegations are what to believe, but there are definitely enough of them. And I think a lot of folks are going to vote him in. Kind of went under the radar, so a lot of people aren't aware of everything that he's been linked to. Baltimore does have somebody warming up in the pen. I believe it was a right-hander. Couldn't make out the jersey number. First pitch misses high. 2-1. 2-1 count. Upstairs, 3-1. Who are you talking about? Barry Bonds, that's a hard pass. The 3-1 pitch. Swing lifted into right field, and that'll be an F9 your scorecard, and that'll end the inning. Except for the steroid, except for the cheating, he was a hell of a player. We'll be back in a flash. Top of the 7th we go.
If you're having a bad day, post a 98 Honda Civic for sale in Kissimmee, Florida for $800 and put one of your friends' phone numbers on the ad. You're going to feel way better.
There are 2 types of people in the world. One who leaves the lights on when they leave a room in case they want to come back to it, and one who turns them all off immediately and they find each other and get married.
These are my top 5 ways to avoid getting regular murdered. Number 3, try your best not to be a straight woman. While men are actually more likely to, they also tend to put themselves in dangerous situations, whereas women, it's usually from their male partners. Number 4, try your best not to be right all the time. Look, no one likes to know it all. You correct people one too many times and it might be the last thing you do. So you have a choice to make. Would you rather be right or alive? And honestly, for some of us, that's a tough decision. Number 5, try your best to always have at least one louder friend. You always want to have someone that can direct that attention away from you and towards them. It's why every friend group has that one loud, obnoxious person. They're the murder shield. And if you're sitting there thinking, my friend group doesn't have a loud, obnoxious person,
people like it. I'm grateful for it. I know Tim Anderson's not a fan.
Ramirez on his way to second. Head first slide. Safe and in to score is Jimenez. Now Hosey and Anderson square off. They're fighting. They're swinging. Down goes Anderson. Down goes Anderson.
We also know how lucky you are. If I look down and write in my scorebook that Jose just got a double, I missed the fact that it escalated like that. Fortunately, I kept my eyes on it because I didn't know if Jose was safe or out. That bit of fortune allowed you to maybe come up with the right words. How? I don't know. And I think if you start thinking about it too much, you can be paralyzed the next time you're on the air.
Slayton back to work, top of the order for the Orioles. 6-3 your score, righty-righty matchup. And the big right-hander kicks and fires. Cutter at the knees, it's 0-1. I'm not Team Don Mattingly. I don't believe he belongs in the Hall of Fame. The 1-1 down and away, 2-1. But I can see the argument for it. It wouldn't be the most egregious error ever made in the Hall of Fame. The 2-1. Swing rips it into left field, and that is a leadoff single for the Baltimore Orioles. So this game is far from over. One on, nobody out, and Pete Alonso, he could change this game in a hurry. If he runs into one, it would be a one-run game. First pitch is right there at the knees. Slider for a strike, it's 0-1. A little surprising with the lead in the first half of a doubleheader that they're using a guy with a 5 ERA. The middleman, the 0-1. Fouls it away. It's 0-2. Yankees and Pirates are tied up at 3 in the 8th. The 0-2 count to Alonso. Turns and kicks. Swing, rips it towards center. Making the catch out there on the line drive out is Rafaela. One away. One up, one down. Murphy's numbers are a little better than Mattingly's. And Murphy did it. He leads so many lists and the top of so many lists for the 1980s. The problem with Murphy is he hung around too long with those injuries, and the last part of his career was so bad that a lot of people remember that and they hold it against him. He was trying to get to that 400 home run mark. That's why he signed with Colorado as the 0-1. Fouls it away, it's 0-2. Infield back and to the right, double play depth. The 0-2 pitch. Brings it. Swing, chopped it toward the third base dugout. We'll do it again. I wasn't sure you did your... Isn't it just as easy just to put Murph than go DM and... The 0-2, down and in, 1-2. You do all the abbreviations, it's up to... I figured you were talking American League. At first I thought you were talking about some Indian. I was like, I don't know who the hell he's talking about. The 1-2 count. Lifted high. Deep into right field, and that'll die in the glove at the warning track. Willie Abreu making the catch. 2 down. But Mattingly just the same. I mean, he had a very condensed arc in his career where he was one of the better left-handed hitters in the American League in the 1980s. It didn't last as long as Murphy's. His numbers aren't as impressive. So, but if you told me you were going to vote him in because he was the Yankee for almost a generation, I would concede. Pitch down and away for a ball. It's 1-0, but I personally would not vote Mattingly in because I think he's in the Hall of Very Good. He's just falls short of the Hall of Fame. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Runner at first, 2 outs. Infield back into the left. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Good sweeper there. He's got that one working. 1-2. Mayo stands on deck. Taveras in the hole. 7th inning stretch is on the way. The 1-2 pitch. Caught looking, strike 3, pumped a 95-mile-an-hour heater right down the pipe. Backwards K, and we'll be back in a flash. Bottom of the 7th we go. Time to get up and stretch here in Boston. Welcome back, Anthony Nunez, the right-hander coming on for the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch on the way to start the at-bat. Bottom of the 7th, 6-3 Boston. Misses outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. Nunez with a 4.81 ERA in 39 innings. The 1-0. This is outside the zone to Yoshida, 2-0. Rebecca living her best life, sitting in bed eating Oreos in the middle of the afternoon, man. That ain't nothing better than that. The 2-0 pitch. Down and in, ball 3, 3-0. Garrett Whitlock is warming up in the pen for the Red Sox as they lead this by 3. 3-0 pitch right there, 3-1. Aroldis Chapman has made his way back down to the bullpen. He was in the actual dugout of the Red Sox. I thought maybe they were trying to avoid him today, but 3-1 pitch, swing, sliced it over towards shortstop area, but it's the third baseman grabbing it. Encarnacion will flip it to first. 1 away. One up, one down, bottom of the 7th. Rafael, the number 2 hitter, 2 for 3 on the day. First pitch swinging, fouls it off. It's 0-1. Homered his last time up, and he had an infield single where he came around to score his first time. So 2 runs and 1 RBI along with the dinger. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And we're just around the corner. I saw it today for those of y'all who follow things other than the world of baseball. Carolina Panthers and Arizona Cardinals, they opened the football camps today. The men of the gridiron are around the corner. The 0-2, swing, slices it away. We'll do it again. It's like they've got the wave going on out there at Fenway. It's actually a pretty good job now. You don't see a good effort of the wave nowadays. The 0-2, pop up. Over a can of corn, over by Alonso. He'll make the grab, calling off the second baseman. Holiday, 2 down. And that'll bring Wilyer Abreu to the plate. He's 0 for 3, batting .265 on the year. 15 home runs. Red Sox trying to extend their winning streak to 15 games if they hold on to this lead. Righty-lefty open stance. First pitch. Misses high. 97 miles an hour. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Came out of his shoes on that one. 1-1. One pitch is right there at the knees. 96 mile an hour fastball. 1-2. They're in the top of the 9th in the Bronx, and the Pirates are threatening. 3-3 is the score there. Keep you updated on that one. They're in the middle of a doubleheader today. The 1-2 down and away. 2-2. Bunch of games got postponed this early part of the week. The 2-2 count. Swing, dribbles it on the ground to second. Should be an easy 4-3. It is. And that'll end the inning. We'll be back in a flash. Top of the 8th we go here in Fenway. 6-3. The Old Town team with the lead.
6 miles from Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink. When buying a beer,
Buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Afternoon, everybody. Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription...
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer. Salute.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks!
Pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
This is total BS!
Oh, yeah. For me and the Lord, you gotta understand it. We're on a mission for God.
I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you're probably seeing trouble.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Garrett Whitlock will come on for the Boston Red Sox. 6-3 your score. He's got a shiny 2.00 ERA. 1-0 misses high. 2-0. Due up in this inning, Colton Cowser's coming on for Kobe Mayo. So it'll be Cowser, Tavares, and Encarnacion. The 2-0 fouls it back. Pirates still threatening over there. They've got 2 on and 1 out in the top of the 9th in New York. As the Yankees trying to keep pace. The 2-1 right there for a strike. Cowser wants to challenge this. I don't think he's going to win this one. That looked like it was right down the pipe. It was.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
So that'll wipe an ABS off the board. It's 2-2. Lifted. Fairly high, fairly deep, but into the glove of Wilyer Abreu. Into right field, 1 away. A lot of talk of the Yankees going after Mason Miller at the deadline. We'll see if it actually happens. But I think to do it, we talked about it last night, but I think to do it, they're going to have to take on Xander Bogaerts' contract. First pitch is right there. First strike, it's 0-1. That's why I don't think the Braves are going to be in that market. I would love to get Mason Miller, don't get me wrong, but the 0-1 pitch swing, ripped it down the line, just foul. First base umpire, Austin Jones on the call. It's 0-2. I just don't see a world where the Braves would take on a contract as dopey as Xander Bogaerts. The 0-2 pitch, swing, ripped towards right. Is that a fair ball? That one's foul. Hooked into the corner just before the Penske pole. We'll do it again. It's hard to believe it took this long, but on this date in 1913, so they've been playing a while at that point. The 0-2 pitch swing, smacked it on the ground over to second. It's going to be a 4-3 put-out, one away. Slim Saley becomes the first. Oh, he's the first pitcher. That's what it was. Okay, I thought it was the first player. First pitcher in St. Louis Cardinal history to steal home. It's a 3-1 victory over the Brooklyn Superbas, later known as the Dodgers, or Superbas. They were pronounced both ways back then. First pitch upstairs, called for a strike. In Encarnacion, it's 0-1. That was in Ebbets Field. That threw me for a loop. I didn't see the first pitcher. I thought it was the first player. I was like, man, that is odd. Speed was the name of the game back then. 1923, Walter Johnson. Speaking of the Cleveland Indians, fans, Steve Kovaleski of the Tribe became the first pitcher in Major League history with 3,000 strikeouts. The 0-2 swing, chops it up the middle. Backhanded over there by second. It's going to be a 4-3 inning ending. Good defensive play over there by Gonzalez. Wow. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th, 6-3 your score here in Fenway. Game 1 of their double dip.
It's when you're most overstimulated that the person you live with is like, bing, taka, boom, taka, Rahoo!
Hold on. Are you trying to say Darrelle Revis was better than Dion?
I put Darrelle Revis over Primetime. Yes. Now, from playmaking ability,
ain't no way, dog.
he's different. Let me tell you why. Oh.
I can't. You know what? Go.
No. Listen.
I can't even.
Oh, listen to this. This era. Darrelle Revis. Okay, you talk about wide receivers. Darrelle Revis, there's a time, and we can probably find this, Terrell Owens, Randy Moss, Reggie Wayne, Chad Ochocinco. And none of these guys went over 100 yards. Now, where I knocked Darrelle Revis is that it was only a 4-year period.
All them dudes you just talked about going up against Darrelle Revis, they were all tiny. They were all small. None of them laid heavy. I lay heavy.
He has never failed to convey his genuine excitement for our national pastime. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our 2025 Ford C. Frick Award winner, Tom Hamilton.
We have been overwhelmed, humbled, honored, and grateful. It is really hard for us to properly express how we have felt this entire week, this weekend, and really since the phone call we got on December 11th. I don't belong in a class with you.
Yes, you do.
Al Michaels,
Yes,
Tom
you do.
Cheek, Marty Brenneman. I just know how grateful we are to have this job, how lucky my wife and I and kids have been. Baseball's given a farm kid a life you wouldn't have dreamed this on the farm.
Welcome back. 6-3 your score. Contreras the batter. Boston leads Baltimore, bottom of the 8th. First pitch is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Looks like the Yankees got out of that 9th inning, so they're going to the bottom of the 9th tied up. The 0-1 pitch swing. Chopper down the first base line. Going to get just past the glove of Alonso. And it's a leadoff single for Contreras and the Boston Red Sox. Good hard chopper just past the defense. Contreras now 2 for 4 with the run scored. Chad Durbin the batter, righty-righty. First pitch shows bunt, pop up, back behind the plate. 0-1. Game 2 of our doubleheader, 7 o'clock Eastern tonight. I believe the game 2 of this doubleheader is supposed to be 7:05 first pitch. We're going to Atlanta to bring you Braves versus Padres. Michael King on the mound for San Diego. Martin Perez coming off the IL for Atlanta. The 0-1 swing and a miss. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Swing, Hard hit ground on the ball. I'll go over to third. And it's going to be a 4. Oh, that's a foul ball. Okay, I was wondering what was going on there. Or maybe not. I guess they did give him the out. I don't know what in the world happened there. Guess he just couldn't get the ball out of his glove, and once he... They didn't show the replay. The only thing that makes sense is that Alonso didn't make it back over the base because the ball was fed on a 5-4, and as Holiday turned to feed it to Alonso, he just stuck it in his pocket. And there's no way that the runner was already at the base. Pop up, Alonso calling everybody off, makes the catch. 2 down. I'm waiting for either. I've got it both on Boston and Baltimore's feed, but neither one of them is showing what happened there. Anyways, 2 down. Runner at first. I have an overview of the game, but I don't have the ability for replay on it. I really wish we did. First pitch right there on the outer edge. It's 1-0. How about this? In 1935, on July 22nd, the Red Sox, for the second consecutive day, they will end a game with Wes Farrell hitting a walk-off home run. He beat the Tigers the day before as they flip it over first to keep the runner close by. With a home run winning the game 7-6, and on this date, he hits the second one, winning the game 2-1 against the St. Louis Browns, which are, as we know, become the Baltimore Orioles. 1-0 misses inside, 2-0. Two-0 count. Swing, fouls it back. 2-1. Here's another one, Red Sox and Orioles related. In 1945 on this date, in a sellout crowd at Fenway, Red Sox right-hander Dave Ferris, known as Boo, so Boo Ferris goes the distance against the Browns as the 2-1's fouled away, 2-2. 23-year-old rookie improved to 17-2, where he went 21-10 that season. He took quite a dip. Finished the year with a 2.96 ERA. Dark clouds are starting to circle near Fenway. The 2-2. Thank you, Big Truck. Jaron Duran is 1 for 2 on the day. The triple into right field, a bases clearing triple. 3 RBIs on the day. Full count. He steps out of the box. Now he goes back in. Baltimore will have the bottom of the order due up, and the swing and a miss, strike 3. We will go to the bottom of the 9th. Baltimore trailing by 3. We'll see if, looks like Aroldis Chapman coming in for the Red Sox.
God, y'all, it's so beautiful out here, man. Nature, man. Nature will bite the shit out of you, but it's pretty to look at. I ain't going camping or nothing, but hey, I'm going to stand out here for a little bit.
She's a 10, but she has pronouns in her Instagram bio.
0.
Why is 0?
She's, to be honest with you, she's on that super duper, like, brainwash type stuff. If you don't know that you're a girl, you got to put that she, her there. I don't know, like, you sure you a she, her? If you got to put the pronouns, it's giving me red flag.
What if the pronouns are they, them?
Now you want some weird
Man, on my mama. Your own people won't even like your post. But tell Janet Jackson happy birthday.
I do think I'm smarter than some people because I know all 7 continents and 5 oceans. I know the difference between longitude and latitude and the difference between an island and a peninsula. I know Japan and Greece are archipelagos. And I know India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh are in Asia. Egypt is in Africa. And Mexico is in North America. Everything I mentioned is taught in elementary or middle school. Nothing is higher education information. The administration must pay for the sins of no child left behind because the children that should have been left behind are multiplying.
When my grandparents had just met, I used to write my grandmother old-fashioned love letters, and they're very sappy and very sweet, and the best way to illustrate is to just read one. Dearest darling, received your letter and was very happy to have received it. Glad to hear everything with you is fine. As for me, I am just fine, and I hope I stay that way. Darling, I love you very, very much. I will always love you as long as I live. There will never be another girl but you. I love you, darling, more than ever. I mean that. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, always and always. I went 3 for 4 today.
If y'all were a parent in the pickup line at 1:20 to get your kid when they don't get out till 3 o'clock, what do y'all do for a living? Are y'all hiring?
Welcome back. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and kicks down and away. 1-1. One count right there on the outer edge. Did not get the call. 2-1. Looked like a strike, but did not get the call. The 2-1 pitch. Swing lifted out into left center field. That's down for a base hit. Raffaella will get the ball and flip it back into the infield. And there's one on and nobody out. First pitch on the way, swung on, chopper over towards short, and it's going to be a 6-4-3 rally-killing double play. So 2 outs and 1 pitch, and just like that, the Red Sox are 1 out away from their 15th win in a row. First pitch down and in. They want to challenge this one. Right now it's 0-1. The 0-1. They call that a ball. Man, that was weird. It looked like that ball was in the zone, but well, I've learned to wait on it. It must have been the frame that got the strike. The 1-0 pitch. Down and in, almost gets him in the leg. 2-0. 2-0 count. Upstairs. 3-0. 3-0 right there, 3-1, right on the outer edge. Red Sox lead at 6-3, top of the ninth. Pitch on the way, misses outside wide, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Pete Alonso will be the batter. That brings the tying run on deck. As the first pitch outside wide goes all the way to the backstop, whistles to the back edge, and the runner will go down to second. There are 2 down. It's a 1-0 count. Right there at the knees, 1-1. One count, swing, banged on the ground over to short, deep into the hole. One hopper over to first, and staying with the bad throw is Wilson Contreras, and the Red Sox win this one 16-3. Six runs. Nine hits, no errors for the Boston Red Sox. Three runs, 11 hits for the Baltimore Orioles. That is their 15th win in a row for Boston as they continue to climb up the standings. 15 win in a row, tied for the longest streak in franchise history. That dates all the way back to 1946. We'll see you tonight. Braves versus Padres, 7 p.m. Red Sox win another big one, and they continue to hang around looking towards October.
Goodbye, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart, goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.